There is a place inside the quarry where the paths forget to breathe, where the walls lean close together like they're hiding what they've seen. No sign says turn around there, no blood declares the cost. Only dust lies undisturbed by all the men it lost. The first one came with confidence, the second came with steel, the third one came with trembling hands and wounds he tried to seal. Now all their voices gather where the corridor expires, a hymn beneath the timber, a choir behind the wires. No chapel, no altar, no candle in the stone, just the sound of all who entered and never walked back alone. At the end, the dead are singing, not with words but with the walls. Every silence has an echo, every echo calls. Turn around, you came too far, the dead end knows where you are. Turn around, you came too far, the dead end knows where you are. The dead end is not empty when enough fear dies inside. It becomes a throat of memory, a place where last breaths hide. There's a scrape against the left wall, there's a whisper near the bend, there's a rhythm in the rafters like a heartbeat at the end. You can hear the boots that stagger, you can hear the rifles fall, you can hear a broken promise crawl along the quarry wall. And if you listen too closely, if you stand too still too long, you will hear your own voice joining before you know the song. No mercy in the gravel, no pardon in the frame. Every soul the maze is taken leaves a note inside its name. At the end, the dead are singing, not with words but with the walls. Every silence has an echo, every echo calls. Turn around, you came too far, the dead end knows where you are. Turn around, you came too far, the dead end knows where you are. They do not came with steel, the third one came with trembling hands and wounds he tried to seal. Now all their voices gather where the corridor expires, a hymn beneath the timber, a choir behind the wires. No chapel, no altar, no candle in the stone, just the sound of all who entered and never walked back alone. At the end, the dead are singing, not with words but with the walls. Every silence has an echo, every echo calls. Turn around, you came too far, the dead end knows where you are. Turn around, you came too far, the dead end knows where you are. The dead end is not empty when enough fear dies inside. It becomes a throat of memory, a place where last breaths hide. There's a scrape against the left wall, there's a whisper near the bend, there's a rhythm in the rafters like a heartbeat at the end. You can hear the boots that stagger, you can hear the rifles fall, you can hear a broken promise crawl along the quarry wall. And if you listen too closely, if you stand too still too long, you will hear your own voice joining before you know the song. No mercy in the gravel, no pardon in the frame. Every soul the maze is taken leaves a note inside its name. At the end, the dead are singing, not with words but with the walls. Every silence has an echo, every echo calls. Turn around, you came too far. The dead end knows where you are. Turn around, you came too far. The dead end knows where you are. They do not sing of heaven, they do not sing of peace. They sing of one more corner and the failure of release. They sing of packs left open, of bullets never fired, of men who reached for daylight and found the dark inspired. They sing of final footsteps, of prayers cut down to breathe, of every hungry survivor who mistook the maze for death. But death was only waiting, the maze a sharper art. It did not take them all at once, it took them part by part. At the end, the dead are singing, not with words but with the walls. Every silence has an echo, every echo calls. Turn around, you came too far. The dead end knows where you are. Turn around, you came too far. The dead end knows where you are. Hush now, do you hear the low note? That is the stone remembering. Hush now, do you hear the high note? That is the wire trembling. Hush now, do you hear the rhythm? That is your heart agreeing. Hush now, do you hear them singing? That is the end foreseeing. They are not calling for rescue, they are not begging for flame. They are warning every survivor who thinks he beat the game. But warning turns to music when no one turns away, and the choir grows stronger with every soul that stays. Dead end, deep stone, no way alone. Dead end, cold ground, no prayer, no sound. Listen, 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 the walls are singing now. Listen, listen, the walls are singing now. At the end, the dead are singing, not with words but with the walls. Every silence has an echo, every echo calls. Turn around, you came too far. The dead end knows where you are. Turn around, you came too far. The dead end knows where you are. At the end, the dead are singing, and the quarry keeps the score. Every silence has an echo, every echo begs for more. Turn around, you came too far. The dead end knows where you are. Turn around, you came too far. The dead end knows where you are. There is a place inside the quarry where no road moves ahead, where the walls hold every ending and the living hear the dead. No instrument was carried there, no choir took the stage. Only men who lost the daylight, only stone that learned their rage. So turn before the final bend, do not follow that last star. The dead end knows your footsteps, the dead end